Hey guys, LevelCap here. Today we are going to be mastering the Gol Magnum bolt-action sniper rifle for the Recon class in Battlefield 4. The way you get a mastery dog tag is by getting 500 kills with the weapon, which I gotta say is a bit of a task with bolt-action rifles in Battlefield. It does take quite a while, but if you set yourself up in the right game modes where the Recon class can really take advantage of bolt-action rifles, then you can make the process not only a lot faster, but a lot more enjoyable. Now the Gol Magnum is a powerful sniper rifle. Especially in the right hands, this can be one of the best bolt-action sniper rifles available. Although not a master of any one particular category, this rifle strikes an amazing balance between extreme high damage and long range capabilities with a very impressive rate of fire. So you can actually put a lot of shots back to back and take out some good long range targets very consistently. You do have a smaller magazine of only 5 rounds plus 1 in the chamber, so a total of 6 shots, which means you might need to reload a bit more frequently than you're used to, but if you're maintaining a good distance from your targets, then the reload situation should not be much of an issue. Now, should you find yourself in a situation that is a little bit too close quarters, make sure you've got a good, powerful, and reliable sidearm for close quarters. Pick one that you're good with. Don't necessarily just pick the recommended sidearm that I'm going to use in this video. I like the Deagle, but it's not for everyone. If you've got to have a full auto G18 or something to take down your targets in close quarters, then by all means use that. You're gonna need it with any bolt action sniper rifle class. Now the next thing I'm gonna say is gonna sound a little funny, but there are a huge variety of sniper rifles in this game and they all have different attributes making them good at different ranges. The Gol Magnum is definitely intended for longer range engagements. It's got a good damage drop off, giving you the maximum damage drop off for long range targets, meaning a headshot is gonna kill at any range. It's got good bullet velocity and low bullet drop, so you're gonna be more accurate and more effective at those longer ranges. So make sure you have a high magnification scope on here. If you're going to try and do a lot of quick scoping and stuff like that, don't use this rifle. There are better bolt actions for that. Now to maximize your killing potential and frankly your class effectiveness, you're going to want to pick game modes that really suit this class. So obviously long range engagements, and you don't want to have to worry about people flanking you a lot. So naturally Rush is a very good game mode. Not all maps facilitate this class extremely well, but I will say Rush on Sunken Dragon, as little as I like this map, the first MCOMs here are just amazingly good for the Recon class. You only need to worry about the targets directly in front of you, very few flanking, so you can really spend a lot of your time aiming down sights and looking at long range targets. And when the attacking team is actually rushing you, they're going to be running directly at you most of the time, which is going to make it very easy to line up and connect your shots. When it comes to choosing your attachments for any bolt-action rifle, unfortunately there aren't a lot of creative customization options. Basically, I run with the 8x optic on all long-range bolt-action rifles. Unless I'm going for sort of a medium-range quick-scoping rifle, I'll go with something like a 4x ACOG. But for the most part, 8x scope, I like this one. It's got a good magnification, it's got mil dots, I just like the optic overall. For the other accessories, I'd highly recommend the straight pole bolt. You could use the rangefinder if you really are that good of a marksman and you want to do some really accurate sniping at extreme long ranges, but for the most part I haven't found it particularly useful just because the pacing of this game. You know, if you were setting up to get one perfect shot at extreme long ranges in some sort of realistic sniping scenario, then a rangefinder would be very useful, but Battlefield is very fast paced. You don't really want to stand still or lay down too long as a sniper because it makes you a very easy target to other snipers out there, and considering that scope glare and 3D spotting are your worst enemies, you just don't want to be stationary. Now, I also like to have the variable zoom scope equipped on my rifles. I don't always use it. In fact, I rarely use it, but every now and then you get into a situation where the range is so extreme that you really want that extra bit of precision, in which case a 14x magnification comes in handy big time. Now you'll notice that a lot of the gameplay here, I am not going into the front lines. That's not what you want to do. You don't want to go toe to toe with an assault rifle in its effective kill range. You're going to lose those fights. And frankly, when you're taking damage, you're receiving shots while trying to aim down sight and hit a target, it screws up your aim, it jostles your screen enough to the point where you're not going to be able to make any accurate shots. So you want to take your shots without taking any return fire. Seems like common sense, but it really does come down to finding the best hiding spots in the best locations, and then changing up your hiding spots a lot of the time. If you kill somebody, they see you on the kill cam, at least if you're not playing hardcore mode, and you got to change it up after a little while. Kind of keep a mental timer going when you think that player is going to be back in the same spot, same area. Are they going to switch to a sniper class and try and counter snipe you? They already know your position is, so at that point you have the disadvantage, so you got to change it up, keep your opponents guessing. When applicable, take advantage of the high ground. A lot of players are playing on their own ground level. They don't tend to look up first. They're going to try and clear what's on their own ground level first, and that's generally going to give you a little bit of a time advantage on engaging any targets or before your opponents actually figure out where you are. It also provides a lot of easy kill opportunities while players are hiding behind what they think is cover, but you actually have enough of a height advantage that you can shoot over their cover and get a nice easy headshot. Now this location that I'm playing on right here in Siege of Shanghai is not going to be available when the next big patch comes out. They've actually updated the vehicles and elevator system to prevent players from getting on any rooftops, so no more vertical gameplay in this particular game mode, which I have to agree with because what I'm doing right now is pretty much the douchiest thing you can do in Battlefield 4. Nonetheless, you got to take what advantages you can, especially when you're trying to get 500 kills with a bolt-action sniper rifle. The game is not going to give you a lot of easy opportunities to get kills with, so you got to take advantage of whatever presents itself to you. And there we go, got the Mastery dog tag with the Gol Magnum bolt-action sniper rifle. Really like the sniper rifle overall. I don't know if I prefer it over the SRR-61 because that one is just so darn accurate at long ranges, but it's still really nice having a weapon with this kind of rate of fire. And that rate of fire really is particularly helpful when you have to kill a lot of people quickly. If you've got your aiming skills down, you can actually down 5 to 6 people extremely fast in about 5 to 6 seconds, considering that the rate of fire on this weapon is 60 rounds per minute. That's a shot per second. If your accuracy is that good, that's a kill per second. And if your accuracy isn't that great, then you can go for 2 really quick body shots. A lot of time if you get a body shot with a bolt action rifle, your opponent has enough time to sort of run away and take cover before you can get the follow-up shot. It doesn't happen as frequently with the Gol Magnum because of its rate of fire. And although we didn't manage to win this round, I was able to basically take over the rooftops in this match and provide some really good cover for my team, not to mention grabbing a little collateral right there. So that pretty much wraps it up for this dog tag mastery video. Remember to let me know which gun you would like me to master next. There is a list of the available weapons in the video description. Please leave a comment down below. As always guys, thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. This is LevelCap signing off.